Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, you know, everybody heard Baby Daddy, the voice of the street, man. And today we in Gatlin, Tennessee with it, y'all. We going over a story that had happened to me. This something had happened to me. This is a true story, y'all. Actually, one of my partners, that's his wife, she just actually reached out to me and said she would like to see the story, me tell the story what happened, right? I got a friend stay down there in Gatlin, Tennessee, right? And he's married to the lady who called me. We not gonna use their names. She asked me not to use their names. It's not the time when I saved his daughter, right? So me and him and his little girl, we go fishing. Well, we wasn't even fishing, y'all. We were just at the beach, like it was a little beach or a dock or something down there. And we were just, hanging out. And he had the little girl, and she dancing around, little kids. She like about 3, I think. Yeah, she about 3, maybe even 2. But I say more or less close to 3. So we sitting there kicking and everything, and my friends always call me Spooky, and say I always joke and say I got ESP because I be seeing things, but a lot of time it just common sense, you can see shit before it happen, and it seems like it happens all the time, like, we're sitting here naturally by the lake, and she's spinning around like this. And I'm telling her, hey, man, watch her, man. She gonna fall in the water, man. She IG, I'm like, nah, man, she gonna fuck around fall in the water, man. I can't swim, dog. You better, grab her. Me and him talk. We discussed this. I can't swim, dog. You better get her. Sure enough, as we talking and sitting there, about 30 more minutes go by. We sitting there talking, splash out. I'm like, oh my God, there she go. I'm like, dog, hey, you got to get up, man. And he trying to coach her, y'all. Baby, come this way. Come this way. And she hollering, I'm like, and she's floating out. She's trying to panic, and she go down once, come back up. And, she start out, let's say she start out here. And she's getting further and further and further. Now me and him arguing. I'm like, hey, dog, you got to go get her, man. You can't let her get out. She getting too far. He like, man, come this way, baby. Come this way. I'm like, dog, she's not going to be able to come. You got to get her, man. Man, come this way. I'm like, man, she getting too far. Me and him is in an argument, y'all. I'm trying to tell her, man, you can't coach her out of that. She's too young. You got to get her, man. Come on, baby. I see he was not going to do it, y'all. I could not sit there and just watch this child drown because his ass scary or whatever. I would have died before I watched my child do that, so I don't know why he didn't do it. Well, I do know why he can't swim, but he should have had more fight in him. I bagged up, y'all, and took off running fast as I can and jumped. I jumped and I was halfway to her. I was able to grab her arms and turn her around and swing her out there, right? When I swung her, me and her like traded places, and she floated, he was able to grab her. Now I'm out here, y'all. I can't fucking swim. And I done floated out a nice little distance. Now I'm panicking. Most people drown because they panic. When you're in that water, you start feeling for something to stand on, and there's nothing down there. There's nothing down there. That's what make you panic. When you like, whoa, it ain't shit down there. This will make you go under. When you put your hands up, your body goes straight down. If you leave your arms out like this, you will float, y'all. Just in case people don't know, you will float. So I panicked the first 2 times. I went down once. I come back up and went down. I had to calm my own self down like, man, hey, relax, man. You should be able to float. I listened to shit I heard people say, so I stopped for a minute, y'all. And I just calmly, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it. I just pushed the water out the way and kicked my feet, right? This is all I seen on TV. I ain't never swam the day before in my life. I did that once or twice. I did it 3 times before I know a dude was pulling me up. He said, man, I thought you said you can't swim. I said, I can't swim. He said, you was swimming. I said, nah, man. You was swimming, G. I said, nah. G, you was swimming. Like, nigga, I can't motherfucking swim. What the fuck is you talking about? I can't swim, nigga. So how you go tell me I'm swimming? Something going on with one of my computers. I'm going to shut that and fucking it down. Why you go tell me I'm swimming, and I'm like, Nigga, I can't fucking swim. You know, so when we get back, right, and his wife is there, and she hear the story, she gets offended, which I don't blame her. She like, you can't swim. She said, why the fuck is he the one soaking wet? Nigga, you should be soaking wet. If anybody found out they can swim today, it should have been your ass. And that's what I said. Then me and him even got into it because he telling people the story and he trying to make it seem like, oh man, that nigga jumped out there because he knew how to swim. No, nigga, I didn't know how to swim. I jumped out there because I didn't want to watch the child die. And I saved your baby life. That's what I did. He keep telling him, I'm like, nigga, say that one more time, nigga. Say it one more time, I know how to swim. Watch me hit you in your shit. You know, I don't know how to swim, nigga. I just took a chance, which is something you should have did. But he didn't do it. I'm talking about, oh, his wife was super pissed at him, y'all. Super pissed. I stayed down there almost a month, man, and she was on his ass from then on. After that, it got real awkward. Then I'm standing there, and it's like they call it tornado season, like Hurricane Valley down up through there. Tornadoes and hurricanes, all kind of shit come through there. And the town we was at, they got mountains, right? So naturally, if you got a mountain, you got a valley. So some of the shit is high and some of it is low. Some of the blocks. We on one block that's low, like in the valley. It's nice driving up the river when it's sunny and all that, but man, when it's raining, man, everybody on the block got a boat because they know they might need these boats. It started raining, y'all, and we could see the block flooding. People who in the neighborhood were smart enough to take their cars and park them up on the hill, so when they need them, they'll be able to go up and get to them. That way, if it flood down there, they car up on the hill, they just have to get to it. So my smart ass, I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, you gonna take your car on the hill? He like, yeah. I'm like, man, what you should do is unhook this goddamn boat, man. That way, if something happen, if it flood, your boat will be floating. Man, I ain't finna do that shit. I'm like, yeah, unhook it, man. So he finally listened after he starts seeing the water rising a little bit. Then we get smart, y'all. We runs up there, because we see it's flooding. We runs up to the hardware store and get these little plastic things to plug in the sockets down on the first floor. We plug up all the sockets on the first floor and try to turn off the power to everything on the first floor. And we just living on the second floor. And it actually worked. It worked. We had the sockets all plugged up, plus we turned the power off, so we got lights on the second floor. But the whole block flooded. And we had to get on this boat to go uptown or go, you know. Now, a few, like I said, so a few people on the block had boats, maybe good 5. So they helping who they helping, and other people helping who they helping. White boys riding with white boys, black folks fucking with black folks, but some people don't fuck with nobody, and they. So you know, we see one guy, and everybody done went to the store, got their people, something coming back, and he just sitting over there. He ain't saying nothing to nobody. He got him, his 2 kids, and somebody, and the white person didn't take him. Nobody took him. And I'm like, man, you talk to a dude over there? He like, I don't know him. I said, y'all ever spoke? He like, not really. I said, man, see if he want to ride to the stove, man. We finna go to the stove, man. Everybody fucked up, dog. Ain't no use of us running back and forth and he's sitting over there. So, you know, we went over there and floated on the, hey, man, they all on the roof. He like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, man, we finna go up here to the dry land up here and get some supplies, man. You want to ride to the top up there and get your family something to eat? And he looked at his wife. She looking like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, you better not do with that pride shit. Yeah. And he like, yeah. And one of the kids, he wanted to go bring the kids. I said, yeah, we got enough room, but one of y'all should stay with mama and one of y'all can go with him. You know, if y'all go split up, y'all either all go or y'all stay, or, you know, somebody stay with her. And he like, yeah, that's a good idea. So he took the oldest son with him and left one of the kids there with the mama, and they just sat there. And we came back, we brought the plugs and stuff, and they was asking us how was our electricity on. We explained to them how we did it, And I'm like, I don't know if y'all can do that shit now. We got to it before the water rise. I said, y'all water the water is in y'all sockets now, so I wouldn't advise y'all to do that. Y'all might be in trouble over here. But we at least got them something to eat. And they was able to bunker down. They hung on their roof and they had a big balcony and stuff. So their whole house wasn't flooded, just their first level. And the second floor was alright, but they had that balcony where they was able to come out, And it's funny, like, people only get close, y'all, in the it seems like in a crisis. When everything going smooth, everybody mind their own business. They won't talk to each other, nothing like that. They just go. They know they stay on the same block and they still won't fuck with each other, y'all. But let something happen and watch how, as they say, the community start pulling together and everything. My friend being one of them, he went from not knowing nobody on the block, y'all, to knowing everybody on the block. When I got ready to leave, I had helped him. We had introduced ourselves and we knew everybody on the block because it was like that for like 3-4 days, y'all. So we making these store runs every hour or so. We going for either us or other people, or we helping other people. Neighbors is getting our attention. Can they go? We even lending the boat out. Hey, we done been up there 3 times, man. You want to go? He like, yeah, I want to go. All right, well, when I come back, I'm going to let you take this boat and you go up there. And he did that, and the other guy went and rounded up some of his friends. They even went to some other section. The block went down and turned a little bit. He was able to go on another block and help a few people. Before he knew it, he charging motherfuckers. We wasn't charging people, but after about the 3rd trip, God like, hey, I'm going to just give you something because you done took me up there 3 times. And like I said, people cars were up there. And they would go up there and get in their car and they'd go. And it was funny. It was just like it wasn't even a flood. Because your car up on the hill, so they get in their car and they going to all the restaurants and everything. But the whole block, the valley, is just flooded. And water up here. Just imagine, you ain't finna leave your house because your basement flooded. You feel me? So they used to this shit. So it ain't they basement, it's they first floor to them. So they living on the 2nd floor, which is right. And I even went visit some of the houses and look. I'm like, damn, y'all whole house dry up here. It ain't no water. And he like, yeah. And I can look down. You know how you had them houses where you can look over and look downstairs. He looked down there. I'm like, wow. Water all in this living room and everything. And you can see where they done moved furniture and stacked it up. Got all the TVs on the 2nd floor. Y'all, this bed had like four TVs up on the 2nd floor. I'm like, wow, look at all this shit here, man. Man, there's something, That's just something, man. You got to try to come together when things get tough, man. Help your neighbor, get to know your neighbor if you don't know him, because you never know when you might need him. I just thought of this, man. Just something happened to me. All this stuff be real, but people be wanting to hear what's going on in my life, so I be trying to accommodate them and tell them what's going on, and I be having to remember these stuff. It's like going down memory lane every day. But somebody remind me of this because, like I told you, the lady contacted me and said, Shrimp, I'd like to hear that story. So like I said, I ain't going to use her name, but you'll be surprised how many people want to hear they true stories and they want to hear. Now, I hope she don't get mad at her husband again, because she sure was mad at that motherfucker, y'all. She said, if any motherfucker found out he knew how to swim, it should have been your ass, nigga. Why is he soaking wet? And I had told him to get the little girl, y'all. But, people, when you smoke a little weed and drink and kicking and she alright. I didn't think she's going to be alright because I kept seeing her turn around, and doing the little helicopter. I'm like, she getting dizzy. She going to fall on the water. And he trying to coach her, y'all. He trying to coach her. And that was not working. I was not finna let that girl get too far out there and we really couldn't get her. Man, I swear you could, y'all. I ran and jumped farther as I could, man. I could have drowned, man. I am not no swimmer. I could have drowned. I'm just one of the people that, like my boy always say, I think I could do all that. You know, just turn it off for a minute, babe. Let's just think they can do. I think I can do everything. So I'm that type. You know, I can do it. I can do it. Shit, I'll fly a goddamn airplane. Let me have to, y'all. I watch enough TV. Shit, watch. Let them tell me about, oh, we need a pilot. Don't worry, I'm gonna land this motherfucker. Everybody on the plane, I'm gonna land that motherfucker safely. Trust me. If you don't have to count on no motherfucker, you can count on me. That's why I've been in the general a long time, and a lot of niggas tell you that. They like, yeah, you can count on the G. If I'm in a situation, I'm gonna make it better, man. I promise you that. It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody's favorite baby daddy, voice of the street, man. You know, coolest cat in the city, man. That's my partner say coolest cat in the city, man. And another guy told me, he gave me a nice little slogan. He said, man, he a pimp, man. He said, pimp, it means proper instruction motivates people. I'm like, wow, I kind of like that, man. But I also was just reading something else, man, that I had used to quote, man. You know, like they say, live for today, yesterday is gone, and tomorrow may never come. It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody's favorite baby daddy, voice of the street. I'm out, man. Also, we came up with the name for the guys, man. I said we go start calling them, one guy said the G Shrimp crew, the other one said supporters. I said, okay, G Shrimp fully supporters. So I just took the support out and said G Shrimp fully gang. That's what we go call the people who subscribe to both channels and put something in the cash app. Them the G Shrimp fully gang guys. So I'm gonna start putting their name up here. Now you want your name up in the G Shrimp fully gang, you got to put something in the cash app. I don't care if it's $1 that gets you in the crew. So you want to join the crew for $1, go ahead. You know, go ahead. But I'm gonna put everybody's name on there. I'm gonna go through my cash app now and put everybody that not on this video, for the next one. Everybody that donated, I'm gonna start putting their name up, man. You will be officially part of the G Shrimp fully gang. It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody's favorite baby daddy, voice of the street. I'm out.